Hi, what's up guys? I am Ho. I'm everyone doing my best job of sharing every useful idea to people. As you all know that nowadays the coronavirus outbreak that is really very terrible that totally cannot be controlled very easily and it much more worse than what we can imagine. That's why I consider it already become the nightmare for us as a humanity. That's why that is very important for us to regularly getting some info update from any discussion group or forum so that we at least can learn some of the very dependable preventative steps for protecting ourselves being infected by those kind of virus, even though we're not any medical expert. But unfortunately, what I'm really feel so disappointed about is why some of the so-called light workers or coach from any spiritual or law of attraction communities doesn't come forward to talking about this topic and have a guts to addressing it. That's why today's topic is called like that because I want to argue about sometimes that doesn't really seem very useful for us just ignoring the reality in the hope that those kind of coronavirus can suddenly vanish or disappear in the blink of the eye since if those kind of problems really need our attention we definitely need to face them. I know sometimes we have to remain positive all the time, but if when any positive approach seemingly doesn't work, we really have to find some sort of alternative to solve it. That's why sometimes we need have a very good discussion to talk about it and then we find any some sort of new strategy or solution to solve it. So I think we are really can using our curiosity in learning more about this kind of deadly virus so that we will gain a much more precise understanding how it's functioning and make people sick in order we in the meantime also can find any dependable way to save ourselves from those kind of pandemic virus. So from here you guys already understand what I really mean about is that is also the main point for me to make this kind of argumentative video for today is really about that. Is it sometimes that is really very effective enough? You just wearing the face mask that doesn't really guarantee keep you safe from those kind of coronavirus while you're just chanting any positive affirmation or mantras. So do you think that that's really a very wise approach to save yourself from those kind of coronavirus? You have to ask this kind of question in a much more honest way in order you will have a much more awareness about what is already going on and you also need to examine your own problem solving skill whether it is really up to date or not for your recent expansion conscious level. That's why from here you gotta really need to understand that if those kind of unavoidable problem already appear uh, in front of our eyes, then definitely is the main wake up call from the universe that really require us as light workers take extra responsibility in this kind of physical world in order we will really can understand that sometimes we don't just all depend upon the metaphysical side of teaching or practice in order to gain much more positivity. Instead, we also don't easily to forget we're still living in a physical world require us to following any kind of physical world games rule in order we will really can manifest our life very well for both metaphysical and also the physical aspect of ourselves. Here that is very important to create the balance of in making some sort of resolution by using both metaphysical and physical kind of approach. So talking about responsibility, you guys really have to look very seriously upon it because it's not just a responsibility for make sure other people don't live in the jeopardy. Instead, that is also a responsibility for yourself as a good role model in how to deal with any upcoming crisis with a much more decent and legitimate way. You know, the other people also will see you as a best encouragement for themselves to keep seeking out any dependable answer so that at the meantime they also can find out any legit solution for any problem. That's why you guys really also have to understand further that is if you guys are really very brilliant enough to teach people any positive affirmation and also creative visualization in order for them have a better self-growth and pursue their own success in life. But why don't you guys use your own brilliance and creativity in helping other people how to using any well calculated strategy to deal with this kind of pandemic that's totally threatening our own well-being. Does this really make sense for you until this point? Or you just maybe want to find another reason by saying that, oh, we should blame any kind of secret society like Illuminati for to succeeding their own depopulation conspiracy or just make it as a initiating World War III type of biochemical weapon so that they can really keep dominating human being by keeping them living in this kind of fearful paradigm that so-called matrix. But do you guys think that is a really very reasonable just this kind of reason for you to validate your own practice in order we can just immediately solve those kind of coronavirus problem just like that, you gotta really need to be very seriously to understand about if this kind of given problem is totally inevitable. We definitely need to play our own roles in encouraging everybody sit down together to have a brainstorming type of discussion in order we also can find out any possible solution for us to tackle any kind of challenging situation. I don't say that we have to pretend like a doctor to go to get any medical degree. But what I really mean that at least if we realize that we have our limited perspective as a human being, but we at least to gain some of the implementable knowledge in keep ourselves safe day to day. Just imagine if it is a very huge scale type of war zone, how we can really survive from it. It really depends on how we can learn better from any kind of hostile situation, and then we collect and analyze those kind of information and turn it become our own capability to overcome those kind of problems. So from here, before I want to end my live video on here, I really have to give you guys a lot of advice. If this kind of coronavirus outbreak is really require us as a human being to find any specific solution for the most overlooked shadow side of human being that yet to be integrated, then we really need to know how to train our critical thinking mind in understand better this kind of tricky problem that doesn't give us any hope of victory. Then we definitely will can cultivate ourselves to come out a much more mature and also sophisticated kind of problem solving skills. Those can really can make us capable of securing our future in any upcoming threats, so that we will also can come out a complete set of problem solving kind of system that become the best source of reference for us to make sure our future as a human being can be guaranteed very well. So that's all for today from me to you guys. Thanks for your precious time to watch my video over here. Meanwhile, again, I also need to advise you guys once more. Even though you are a light worker, you need to use your own law of attraction practice to spread love and light, but that doesn't mean that you have to ignore the challenging reality as the best solution for other human beings. Instead, you really need to go through it to find out that any specific solution that really can help humanity go for the next level of their evolution in their own existence. That's the only the greatest way to contribute to other fellows in this earth. So just don't forget click the like button at the Yeah, at the description point below, leave your own critical thinking type of comment at the comment section below. Share it to other people also. You guys can alert other people. Always be cautious. Be cautious time to time about any coronavirus outbreak. Follow me on my other social media. There are Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also TikTok. You guys also can give me some of the financial support through my Patreon and subscribe star page and also our Malaysian e-wallet app boost. And most importantly, you guys are free to subscribe both of my YouTube and also YouTube channels so that we all can well connected every day. I will see you guys next time. So enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe throughout this kind of pandemic outbreak, and I wish you all have a great life.